Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Baume Mercier Capeland Chronograph. You can see this automatic winding chronograph and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, this 42mm stainless steel chronograph has impressive presence. Not only is it a value proposition being priced quite attractively for the substance of the watch that you get, but it has impressive wrist stance and persona. The 42mm measurement doesn't tell the full story because the watch has impressive heft on the wrist. You feel as though you're wearing something of equal substance to a contemporary Rolex Daytona or Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean chronograph. It's that kind of weighty on the wrist. In terms of thickness, 15mm is the outright measurement, but it does have a sloped conical bezel and sapphire that makes it a little bit easier to wear under a tight sleeve than the bare measurement of thickness would suggest. It is easy to ramp a sleeve up and over the flank of this case. In terms of lug to lug measurement, again, it just wears bigger than 42, being 54mm from extremity to extremity, and those extremities being defined by the rigid end link, the solid end link of each side of the bracelet. That's the outermost horizontal point. Now the watch has a very substantial 3-link style bracelet. Now, it's important to note that there is gentle contrasting finish here used. The shoulder links are beautifully polished, the center links are beautifully satin finished, and it makes for great contrast without any need to resort to aesthetic tricks of two-tone metal. The watch is also remarkably coherent in that the only partition point is the actual clasp triggers themselves. The clasp triggers allow you to easily open the watch, but they also ensure that the watch can't pop open. They require positive engagement, so not a friction fit clasp. This one's designed specifically for security on the wrist in light of just how hefty the watch head of this timepiece is. Now, the Capeland chronograph is classically designed but with modern outright dimensions. You can see that the pump pushers, the profile of the crown, the dual scale dial with a tachymetric and telemeter scale, all of this evokes the past, but the execution is very modern. First, you have those outright dimensions. Second, when you hold this watch in the hand, it doesn't have the tinny rattle of a vintage timepiece. And finally, when you turn the watch over, you get the pleasure of a display caseback, the better to enjoy the mechanical automatic winding caliber. This one based on a Valjoux 7753, 27 joules, automatic winding, 42-hour power reserve. It also features a hacking seconds function such that when you pull the crown, you do stop the balance, allowing precise synchronization to a known accurate reference time. Now, it's the 7753 which has a bearing on both the mechanical specification of the watch and the dial layout. If you wonder how you get a tri-compact balanced layout like this with a Valjoux 7750, best known for having dials at 12, 9, and 6? Well, the answer is that you use the 7753, and as a consequence of rotating the movement, you do lose the conventional quickset function. There's a dimple corrector on the flank of the case that's used to correct the date with an included pusher. Now, the watch is a remarkably substantial effort by Baume Mercier, vintage evocative true, but by no means a compromise. It's a 50-meter water-resistant, versatile watch that could be considered either a larger dress reference or a more refined sporting reference. It works both ways. So if you're in the market for an only watch, you want a practical complication, automatic winding is your preference, and you want something that can sort of handle both sides of the office, the interior and the exterior, the work hard and the play hard elements of your life, the Baume Mercier Capeland Chronograph is an excellent choice. See it and purchase it on our website.